Welcome everyone to my channel Bio World once again. So today with the chapter absorption by roots and different processes dealing with this process in plant. Now we have come across the function of root, the structure of root here, and roots helping in absorbing water and minerals from the soil, which is needed for the different physiological processes that takes place in the plant. Now what are the different processes by which the absorption takes place? Now one of the most important and simple process that starts here with imbibition. You can see on the board, imbibition is a process or phenomenon by which living or dead plant cells, they absorb water by surface attraction. Now slowly and steadily the surface attraction causes absorption of water here. For example, substances which are made up of cellulose, like plant cell wall, which is made of cellulose, they're hydrophilic in nature. Now philic means that having affinity towards water, or you can say attraction towards the water molecule. They are lover of water, you can say. So substances which are made of cellulose are hydrophilic, strong affinity for water, and they imbibe water or moisture and they swell up. You'll find some of the wooden doors and all, if they lie in water or rainy season, they absorb the moisture and slowly get drained with them, and then after a time period they break off. So this is the process imbibition. Or dry seeds, or else like we overnight we soak them in water, in the morning we see that they swell up, they completely swell up, and then we go for cooking. So these are the processes where the dead cells or the living plant cell, they absorb water by the process of surface attraction. Remember the substances which are hydrophilic in nature, you have to keep it in mind. Now imbibition, the function of it helps in ascent of sap. Now sap is what? Sap is the water and mineral content in the plant cell which remains in the vacuole of the cell, and ascent of sap means upward movement of water and minerals through the xylem vessels to the different parts of the plant body. Now this full process is called ascent of sap, that is the movement of the water and minerals. They are mainly in the upward direction, as roots they absorb water and minerals from the soil, and xylem, they are the conducting vessels, they transport them to the different parts of the plant from the lower to the upper one. That is why the word has come ascent of sap. The next very important process is called diffusion. You can see the definition is to be very concise one. Free movement, remember it is a free movement of molecules of a substance, either it can be solute, solvent, that is either solid, liquid, gaseous. In all the three states of matter, this process could take place from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration when they are in direct contact. So the two substances, when they are in direct contact, the diffusion takes place. In the kinetic theory of molecules, you have read about in solid, liquid and gas, how the molecular bonding help in diffusion. So the molecules in solid, they are closely packed, tightly packed, so diffusion will be less there, but it will be there. In liquid, it is slightly away from each other, so diffusion is possible there also easily than compared to solid. Whereas in gas, the states of matter, the molecules are free apart from each other, so diffusion easily with the Brownian motion takes place. So in diffusion, the readily movement of the molecules takes place in gaseous state. So as their molecule, the bonding is very loose and they are far apart from each other. Like what is diffusion? Example, you can take a place a sugar cube or a small tablet of any colorful particle and take a beaker and put it into that beaker full of water. Slowly, steadily, you will find the full beaker turns that in that color. That is because the liquid molecule is also less tightly packed than the solid one. Gaseous example is very common with the example of your perfume. You take a deo bottle or perfume bottle, you spray in a room, you'll slowly find that spreads from the region where it is higher in concentration to the region where it is low. That means slowly the perfume particles get dissociates or spread in a Brownian zigzag motion to the other corner of the room where it is less. So from the higher concentration to the lesser one when they are two in direct contact. So in the movement of molecules, no obstacle is there, so they could freely move in all directions. So through diffusion, the molecules, they get up into the plant body through roots, the one which is in higher concentration, then it gets into the lower concentration, that is into the cell sap of the root cell, and passes to the upper region of the plant body by the structure called xylem, that is the conducting vessel. So these are the two very easy and simple process of absorption by roots, that is imbibition and diffusion. Remember, imbibition is a phenomenon by surface attraction, and it takes place either in dead plant cell or living cell, whereas diffusion, it takes place in all the three states of matter, that is solute, solvent, that is solid, liquid and gaseous state, when they always move from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration when the two are in direct contact. In my next video, I'll be coming with the process of osmosis, which is very important, with the example and experiment, endosmosis, exosmosis, and how it helps plant in absorbing water from the soil and through the cell to cell osmosis. So thank you for watching it. Stay tuned.